In Gandhinagar village, a farmer named Mahesh lived with his wives because it was midnight and heavy rains was pouring. Just then, Mahesh suddenly woke up from sleep.
Oh, what's this?
Bindias also woke up.
What happened to you so late at night? Did you see a dream?
No, Bindia. It's raining. I must go to the farm right now. I didn't dig a drain in the field. If I don't do it now, the rainwater will flood the farm. The crop will spoil even before growing.
Saying this, Mahesh got off the bed, put a spade on his shoulders, and rushed to the field.
The rain is coming down so hard.
He started digging with the spades and got busy making a drat. It takes hard work, but finally the water begins to flow out of the field.
Thank God, I woke up at the right time.
Saying this, he came back home.
Oh, you are soaked completely.
Bindia, this is just rainwater. All day I get drenched in sweat working under the sun. Didn't you notice that?
I have seen it. Being a farmer truly means hard work and a lot of responsibility.
Binyas gave him a towel. Mahesh wiped himself, changed clothes, and went back to sleep. The next morning, a tense silence filled the royal place.
Your Majesty, only this seed can save the queen now. Vedji, we asked you for a cure for the queen. Why are you giving us a seed? The fruit that grows from this seed can cure the queen. Then why don't you just give us the fruit? Why the seed? Your Majesty, this seed can be sown in any land, but it won't sprout. Speak clearly, Vedji. What are you trying to say? Don't go in circles. Your Majesty, a plant will grow from this seed, and the fruit of that plant can heal the queen. But growing that plant isn't easy. The seed can be planted in any field, but it will only sprout if it's sown in the land of a farmer who is pure at heart, who has never done anything wrong, who has no ill feelings for anyone. A truly honest person, calm in nature and kind at heart. Only in such a farmer's land, if he himself takes care of it, the seed will grow into a plant. Then that plant will bear fruit, and that fruit can heal the queen. I hope you understand what I mean. We have limited time in hand, Your Majesty. We need to begin our search from today itself.
Hearing these lines of worries appeared on the king's face.
Minister, what is your opinion on this? Your Majesty, for the reward, any farmer may claim to be honest and true. But finding someone who truly is, that will be very difficult. I am apprehensive about it. We are the king. Don't use the words difficult or impossible in front of me. Begin the search immediately for such a farmer. One who is honest, true, kind, and calm in nature. We cannot see the queen like this any longer.
At this time, Mahesh was heading to his field when the village merchants, sets, commerciants came to in front of him.
Mahesh, you seem to be in a hurry. Yes, Sirji. Just going to the farm. Oh, right. To the farm. Didn't I tell you something last time? Yes, Sirji. I remember what you said. But I can't sell my land. Oh, I will pay you a good price. Why won't you agree? If I don't want to sell, then I don't. That's final.
Saying this, Mahesh walked ahead was Seth Karamchand catched his teeth in anger. Mahesh reached his farms and said in relief.
Thank God, there is no damage in the field. All the water has drained well.
At that moment, Seth Karamchand was standing nearby with his
This
brother.
Mahesh's land is very fertile. I must get it at any cost. But he just won't agree.
Every day, Mahesh would go to his lands and do the Irrigations work many days past crops begins to grow all nearby fields, but Mahesh lamented the same.
What is this? I worked so hard. Then why hasn't anything grown?
Mahesh got very worried and went back home. Bindias gave him water to drink, but he was lost in thought.
What happened? Why do you look so upset?
Our land hasn't sprouted crops yet, even though I worked harder than all other farmers.
Don't worry. Wait for a few more days. Maybe this time your crop is taking longer to grow.
Even after many days of waiting, crops did not grow. Mahesh conditions becomes very bad. One day, Seth came again.
Mahesh, how are you? Seiji, you? You have been toiling daily on your land, yet no crop has grown. Why? Seiji, even I don't understand. I don't know why this is happening this time. Your land is barren now. I told you to sell it to me, but you got greedy, hoping to earn more. Now see the result of your greed. Seiji, just because I stayed quiet doesn't mean you can say anything. Greed is when you want something without effort. But I worked hard. Waiting for reward after hard work isn't greed. Fine, fine. If you decide to sell the land, let me know or else stay hungry. I don't care.
Saying this, the Seth left.
Don't listen to the sage. Everything will be fine. Only one jar of rice is left now. Thank God. I'll cook this.
Bindias will cook this. I have begun to cook the rice. Manish, Janish sat lost in the thoughts. They had dinners and then they both went to bed. Sleep did not came to Mahesh. Eyes days.
All other farms are full of crops, but mine is still the same. If my land has truly become barren, what will I do? How will I survive? How will I run my home? I'm having no idea about it.
We have many thoughts in his mind. He reached home.
What happened? No crops either?
Yes, Bindya, I have lost hope now. If the land has become barren, then there is no use depending on it.
Mahesh gave then thoughts for a while and then he gave the land's documents to the sage.
Seiji? Oh, Mahesh. Come, sit. Tell me, what brings you here? You were asking to buy my land, right? I'm ready to sell it now. Oh, good. Sell it. But I'll give you only 300 coins for it. That's best I can give. What are you saying, Seiji? Just 300 coins for such big land? Back then, it was fertile land. Now it's barren. If you had sold earlier, you would get a better price. Now I won't pay more than 300. It's all up to you now. This too I am also giving just because of your request. If I don't sell, who knows how many more days we'll stay hungry. Fine, Seiji. You can take the land.
Hearing this, Seth smiled at his clerk and then took the documents from Mahesh.
Munshi ji, give Mahesh the 300 coins.
The clerk gave the coins to Mahesh. Mahesh took them and returned home.
Bindya, I sold the land to Seth. Got 300 coins.
What did you do? That too for so little.
Just then there was a knock on the doors. Mahesh opened the door and saw two soldiers standing.
Is your name is Mahesh? Yes. I'm Mahesh. You'll have to come with us. The king wants to see you.
Hearing this, Mahesh got a little nervous and he looked at Bindiya.
Why are you nervous? Go and find out why the king wants to meet you.
Mahesh went with the soldiers and reached the royal court.
Long live the king, your majesty. This is Mahesh, the farmer. Mahesh, you stand here before us because you are hardworking, honest, truthful, kind to others and big-hearted. We had inquired about you. Your Majesty, I feel lucky that you need me. Please tell me how I can help. Mahesh, our queen is very ill. The only cure is the fruit from a special plant. We have the seed. It must be sown only in the land of a good, honest farmer like you and nurtured by you. Only then the plant will grow and its fruit will heal the queen. We believe that you'll be able to do it for us.
Hearing this, worry appears on Mahesh's forehead.
To put it simply, we'll give you this seed and then you'll have to plant it in your land, grow the plant and make it bear fruit. Hope you'll not disappoint us.
Hearing this, Mahesh begins to think.
But my land was barren and I already sold it to the Seth. Minister, give Mahesh 1000 coins.
Just then, the ministers landed a pouch of coins to Mahesh.
It has full 1000 coins. But if you don't irrigate properly, we won't take time to cut off your head. Hope you understand what I mean.
Hearing this, Mahesh got scared and he quickly took the seeds from the king.
You may go now.
Mahesh reached home and told everything to Bindiya.
Why didn't you tell the king then that you had already sold your land to the Seth?
Bindiya, I got scared after hearing about getting my head chopped off. But now, I don't know what to do next.
Mahesh was fully round in worries and could find out anyways. Then one day, our ministers came to his house.
Mahesh, the king has sent me to inspect whether the seed has sprouted or not. Take me to your land. Let's go now. Why don't I just show him the land? Nothing grows there anyway. When he sees the empty field and asks, I'll say I sold it because it was barren. Maybe that way I can save my neck. Yes, I'll do the same. All right, sir. Let's go to the field.
Mahesh took the minister to his lands, which now belongs to the Seths, but Mahesh was shocked to see it. The whole land was full of lush crops.
How is this possible? What do you mean by how? Where did you plant the seed? Show me. Take me there. Sir, I haven't planted the seed yet. What? But why? Why haven't you planted it? Actually, this land used to be mine. Now it belongs to Sethji. For the past 2 months, no crop would grow here. I tried sowing seeds and irrigated twice, but nothing sprouted. That's why I have to sold it. But now crops are blooming all over it. That's what I don't understand, sir. Mahesh, if this seed doesn't grow into a plant, no one will save you from getting beheaded.
Hearing this, Mahesh's heart sank. The ministers left, but Mahesh's heartbeat was in pairs. He immediately went to Seth Karamchand's mansions.
Sethji, you called my land barren and bought it for cheap. But now crops are growing on it. When you sold it, it was barren. Now crops are growing, so it's my luck. And it's no longer your land, Mahesh. What happens on it is none of your business. Understand? You can go now.
Seth orders one of his men throw Mahesh out of the mansions.
This Seth must have done something to trick me. I must find out what it is.
Mahesh went to a window of the mansion, secretly begins listening to their talk.
Sethji, what if Mahesh finds out that you were the one who ruined his crops? You idiot! Don't ever say that out loud. Mahesh will never learn that we used to put medicine in his land so crops wouldn't grow. And that his seeds would get worms.
Hearing this, Mahesh's head began to spin.
Now I can't even tell the king. I sold my land because it was barren. Nothing can save me from losing my head now.
The next morning, Bindia woke up and found herself alone.
Oh, where did he go?
She looked around the house, then went outside to ask the neighbors.
Have you seen him?
No, we haven't seen Mahesh.
Soon news spread across the vast village that Mahesh was missing.
Sethi, did you hear? Mahesh is missing from his house. So what? Why should I care if he's missing or even dead?
Seth was talking to the ministers when Bindias arrived there with a few villagers.
This Seth is responsible for my husband's death.
What nonsense are you saying?
I'm telling the truth. You ruined my husband's crops and bought his land for cheap by cheating him. He was telling me all this last night and he cried a lot. He worked so hard on that land. Didn't you feel a shred of pity before ruining a farmer's hard work?
You are blaming me for nothing? And when did your husband die? Where is the body?
A farmer stays attached to his land even after death. If he is not alive, his soul surely remains tied to the field.
Hearing this, Seth laughed at the clerk and burst into laughter.
That's enough. Now you can get back to your home.
I am going, but my husband's soul will come to take revenge, Seth, for sure.
Saying this was left with the villagers that very night. Seth was sleeping peacefully in his rooms when suddenly he heard a voice.
Sid, you shouldn't have taken my land. I will not spare you alive.
Hearing this, the voice Seth suddenly woke up and realized that he and the cleric were not at home, they were sleeping in the field.
Sethi, you? How did we get here? We were sleeping in our houses. My spirit brought you here.
Hearing the voice, both of them looked ahead and saw Mahesh coming. His face was pale white and he looked terrifying.
Mahesh! Yes, I'm Mahesh's spirit. You stole my land and forced me to die. Now I won't let you live.
Hearing this, both saints and the cleric were frozen and afraid.
Forgive us, Mahesh. We made a huge mistake. No, I won't go without punishing you. I lost my life because of you. Now my wife is all alone with no support. No, Mahesh. We'll give her everything. I'll take care of her food, shelter, and everything. That's not enough. You must go to the royal court and confess your crime. Only then I might let you live. Otherwise. No, Mahesh. We'll do exactly that. Just give us time till morning. All right. Granted.
Seth and the cleric ran back home and heads under their blankets, trembling in fear. Their conditions were terrible. As soon as the court started, in the morning's boat appears before the
Long
king.
live the king! Long live the king! Your Majesty, please save us, or he will kill us! Who will kill you? Who are you both? Your Majesty, I'm Seth, and this is my clerk. We cheated a farmer named Mahesh and bought his land for cheap. He is dead now, and his spirit haunts us in the night. His spirit said, if we don't confess in front of you, it will kill us. Please save us.
Hearing this, all the courts were shocked. The king was furious.
Shame on you both. You switched land from an innocent farmer and forced him to die. Your Majesty, give us any punishment. Here are the land documents. Please give them to his wife. Please save us. All right, bring those papers.
As soon as the documents arrived, the king smiled. Seth and the clerk were confused. Just then, Mahesh and his wife come out from the handing Singh's them set, and the clerk was stunned.
Mahesh, you are alive?
Now the kings, the ministers, and all courts began laughing.
What is this? Mahesh is perfectly fine. That night, when he found out about your fraud, he told the minister everything. Then, with Bindya and Mahesh, we made a plan. We asked Mahesh to act like a ghost and scare you. The plan worked, and you came here and confessed. I hope now you understand the consequences of cheating the poor. Never try this again. Yes, Your Majesty. I have understand everything. I'll never cheat anyone again. I'm sorry.
The ministers landed the land documents back to Mahesh.
Mahesh, you have got your land back now. Are you happy? Thank you, Your Majesty. Now go and plant that seed quickly. The Queen's health is getting worse. For sure, Your Majesty.
Mahesh planted the seed in his hands. In a few days, a plant grew. It bore a fruits which was feed to the queens, and after that, the queens recovered completely. The kings also rewarded Mahesh with hundreds gold coins, giving him the rewards for his histories and for his hard work.